I'm so ass. Ah! Ah!
Dude. I'm just upset because I've grabbed him like 6 times already, and I have to keep.
Let's go! Oh.
It was a broken game.
That was horrible. We did not qualify.
Nope.
Oh man, it's a hot lobby today. A hot lobby.
Fucking gonna go to Hobby Lobby, dude, and I don't know where the stroke's going.
What are you gonna get at Hobby Lobby? Like some ancient
I don't know, but is that
Assyrian
place...
biblical tablets?
Hey, wait a minute, I remember that one.
Pilfered from the cradle of civilization and smuggled to. Don't leave the ground. Greatest
Jumping
pivot in history.
apparently faster.
That doesn't even make any sense. You're not generating any power when you jump. I'm not dead. I've never been more alive.
It's you. It's you. No, it's not you. It's Alien Man. No, it's you. It's me.
Oh, it's me.
It's me.
It's me.
It's you.
It's me. Holy cow.
Oh, 2-round winners. It's just that easy.
Will we qualify? Yes, we won. Oh, dude. Wow, these are going to be some fast lobbies today, apparently.
Yeah, apparently the game even... I don't know, I feel like this update's pretty good. I don't know why no one's playing.
Yeah, no, what else are they fucking playing?
Right?
I don't know if you've been watching the news lately. There's no shit. There's no shit out there.
I baited him! Dude, I can't grab people in this game. It doesn't let me. I grabbed him. Where's the last guy? It's all.
Let's go! Oh man, I could feel his breath on my neck for like 45 seconds. Holy cow!
All right.
Whew.
I know you're not gonna give me Hexagon, but I can dream. Can I? What is that game? Wait, I saw a picture of a game I've never played before. Okay. Well, I mean, it could be worse.
Oh, you gonna watch Survivor this season? It started yesterday.
Nah, dude.
There's still time to get a free trial to Paramount Plus.
God no, man. I know. I have the free trial to YouTube Premium right now already. I got too many free trials, man. They're not gonna be free much longer.
Can I tell you something insane? Like this will actually blow your mind, and it might be the most shocking news you've heard in a long time. We got an app on the iPad related to Peppa Pig. It's called Peppa World. And it's got songs and digital coloring books and edutainment games that our daughter can play when we need to get some other shit done. It's $9.99 a month for the app. Now, it's got some premium experiences, but it is a little audacious that it's a $10 a month subscription for this little app. That being said,
for this little pig, dude.
I mean, she's going, you know.
This little pig went to the market. They're fucking rich now.
They did go to. You're absolutely right. I'll +2 you on that one, good sir. I'll up dudes to the left. That being said, it's definitely not worth it, but it's worth it because like
Puppies Forever will be terrible, man.
That is how I feel about my cats. Whenever they like get up to some shit, I'm like, shouldn't you be sleeping right now? You're old.
Yeah, I'm gonna feed you the de-aging boss baby
I'm
milk.
never feeding them the de-aging juice. If anything, I want them to drink the get old juice.
Oh no. Someone's
not old enough to face health.
Comments. Literally wants his cats to die. Like, oh
no,
my
I just
God.
want them
Can you believe
to.
This guy?
I
Why
just
do
want
people
them to
watch
chill
him?
out a little bit.
That's
I
fair.
just want
My
them to
cats chill
relax. Ruka is not chilled out. Yesterday, couldn't find him. I'm like, okay, he probably got out and is dead. And then I go searching through like every nook and cranny in the house. It turns out he's in the baby's closet. I try to get him out of there. He's like, no, I don't want to go. And so I shook like this container full of pacifiers. He thought it was treats. Dummy. Comes rushing out, close the door right behind his ass. And when you fill in blanks, you're like, oh, swallow my cum. Like he didn't swallow my cum. He inhibited my progress, okay?
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with this.
You're
I mean,
filling in the blanks with the most filthy shit of all time, being like, how could you type this? I didn't type it. I typed asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. Your Occam's razor was shaving your pubes. Is that how that works?
Yeah. No, don't think about it. Oh my god. People are, look, we say this every time. I feel like every time we're on a call together, people are too horny.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
I had to talk about it with Omega Strikers yesterday. People would go as like the boom anime babies that would make me think the wrong things in it. People were saying, why is this game so horny? I said, the game's not horny. Oh, okay, you're dead. I said, the game's not horny, you're horny. When it was showing up for me, was that I would click on it out of curiosity, which ironically killed the cat. But there would be like, the top post would be like, I'm a lion who's also an electrician who wants to get a little frisky. And then I scroll down and I'm like, now I've seen your testicles and I know your job. I know your job for some reason. Like, how did this...
Those are two things you're not supposed to learn about at the same time.
I'm an Arctic fox who's passionate about ISO 9001 safety certifications at the workplace. And also, here's what my butthole looks like. And I'm like, what the hell is going on, man?
No, I'm with 100%. Like, look, I'm not gonna bat for both sides here. I'm on your side. It's ridiculous. Like, first off, I mean, I think Twitter should probably do a little bit of a better job. Like, you know.
Ooh, that looked legit.
I'm losing it, man. This guy's good.
Hold. Can I get some triangular ruler emoji spam, please? Hold. Thank you.
I got it!
Oh!
I sent him to the Shadow Realm.
Let's go.
Pay out the believers.
Pay out the believers. What do you think? One
I
more?
want the doubters to feel bad for what they did.
LG?
LG? Okay. LG.
LG, digitally yours.
Enjoy your React chord or whatever the hell you play.
And yeah, enjoy your trombones.
All right, I will.
Later.
Bye.
Okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be back in 2 minutes. And I'll see you then. See you. Sorry, I was eating a kind bar, bitch. Okay, sorry. I needed something to fill the space. The sentence was not long enough. I needed a one-syllable word that I could extend the final sound of. What the heck? I didn't say bitch, I said bat. Kids are ruthless. It's true, man. Hold on, I need to. What the hell am I doing here? Just chain. They're guys and they fall. What a concept! I'm just gonna make the title. It's Thursday, Lemon. Just chatting. You ever think about how just chatting is what a French cat does all day? Nope. Okay. Kramer, they blew it up. Yeah, we're going to do some React Court. We're looking at top this week. I don't want to see any not the assholes. I want to see exclusively assholes. You can't do it and be like, well, actually, I can't give you sympathy for your father dying because of the fact that I had a crush on you 10 years ago. Like, you've made it about you when you're like a tertiary character in her story right now. Anyway, that's why you're the asshole. You don't wait until she's in a vulnerable place and then hit her with a kill shot, you know? Like she's downed in PUBG and you're just finishing the job. You gotta handle that. You gotta discuss that at the time of the drop, whether you're going to Rosehawk or C-Dot. Had to step away, and after looking at the comments and DMs, I just wanted to be clear about some things. Not an incel. Did I exhibit some nice guy traits as a teenager? Yes. As an adult now, I realize that Emily doesn't owe me a romantic relationship. I was more angry at my brother than I was Emily because he was my brother and knew. I mean, that's honestly, I'm going to have to hit the next button. Maybe, assuming this is real. I did leave, but not before telling him he made the meal for us, so I could do with some of it as I pleased. He knew damn well how I feed Shelby. I tried talking to my friend about it later that night. She said Jay was right to be upset, but this friend has never really approved of how I treat my own dog. I asked a friend about it. Then they told me the answer, and it wasn't an answer I was looking to hear, so I just discounted what they said because they never agree with me anyway. So why did I come talk to them in the first place? I don't know. I feel like she was probably a bit biased and the wrong person to ask. Am I the asshole for just feeding my dog like I normally would? Clarification. Many people are calling me one of history's greatest monsters. I would like to come back and defend myself a little bit. She does not get restaurant food daily. I eat out maybe 4 times a month. If what I eat is dog safe, or if the restaurant makes food for dogs on request, then I bring some home for her. Is that a thing you can do? It's an honest question. You can be at a restaurant and be like, I have a request. Do you make dog food here? It's next to the kids menu. Some restaurants, I told you I'm not a dog person. I don't know. It does sound like an insult. Yes, I'll have the tenderloin cooked medium, please. And also, if you know each other, I mean, that's fine. But young people are so funny. Sorry, this is really insulting. Through tears. I guess I just need to work on myself a little bit. I really got to stop stealing food off of his plate without having the decency to ask first. It's just so hard. I've really got some soul searching to do. I've got to figure out what's so wrong with me that I will take sips of someone's drink without asking. Am I so broken? Anyway, I mean, this is like pretty minor in the whole scheme of things, but very funny. You haven't been grocery shopping lately. Roasts are expensive. Groceries in general are expensive. You didn't even bother to ask if he minded. You are entitled to food you didn't pay for or make. That's not correct. She is entitled to food she didn't pay for. If this dude's like, come over to my house, I cooked you dinner. She's entitled to that food. She's probably not entitled to take a quarter of it and feed it to her dog. But at the same time, like, this is just insane. So now you've gone too far. Now you're like, can I have another bite? Can I have another bite? And do it in his head. 35 cents, 70 cents, $1.05, $1.40. He's like, what am I getting out of this deal? Holy cow, she's eating like $6 worth of chuck. The chicanery. Yes, OP also helped herself to the veggies in his fridge. Even veggies have gone up in price. No shit. It's just like, am I on? Why are you're fishing for cheap owns here? When OP said table scraps, I thought it was food they left unfinished on the table, not half a pot roast in the fridge. That's so many new meals from that half pot roast. Sandwiches, tortilla, pizza, tacos, etc. Tortilla pizza? This is the second thing on the list. Tortilla pizza? Huh? It sounds like a Chibli meal. I'm not saying it's not real. You're the asshole. Veggies aren't cheap either. Imagine spending a couple hours making a nice meal. They raid your fridge, take a bunch of food for a literal doggy bag. OP should post this dude's phone number. Are you crazy? That's a crime. You're the asshole. That's not a raw diet. You're pumping your dog full of salt and harmful chemicals by feeding her a roast. Oh, man. Bruh, a quarter of the roast isn't table scraps. I thought you were going to let the dog lick your plate or something. Okay, so this sounds crazy. I think I would rather she took a quarter of the... If I was in this situation, I would rather she lets the dog take a quarter of the roast than let the dog lick her plate. I gotta wash that with my hands, man. It's just like some dog saliva on top. I don't know. I guess if they eat it off the plate, they're gonna get the dog saliva on it to begin with. I don't know. I just feel weird about it. I know the vegetables are expensive or whatever, but I would just feel weird about it. I don't know. I don't support. Would love to know your thoughts on this. Okay, here's one that this is coming up after this one. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay my gay son's tuition after he came out to his family? I'd love to see how you're going to bring that one back. I think it's pretty. Just the title itself is pretty cut and dry. Anyway, sorry. I'm gonna guess before we read it that it's like, I'm not homophobic, but my parents are a little old-fashioned. They have traditional values and really support small government. So I would have just preferred if he kept his true self a secret, but then he went against my words while having the audacity to do it in a house that I pay for, so I cut him off. He turns 18 in 6 months. Am I the asshole? That's what I'm expecting, and I could be wrong, but I could be wrong. Am I the asshole for making my husband fly coach while I flew first class? I knew him in Miami, but he's been a little mad at me since, saying that I earned his first class seat, that it was free and cost us nothing, unlike my plane ticket, and that I should have just let him enjoy what he'd earned instead of guilting him out of it. I think he's being a baby. He should have put his wife's comfort above his own, especially since he made the choice to be cheap. We're very close to his parents, so we've taken the argument to them for mediation, but they are split. His father agrees with me that he wasn't being a gentleman, while his mother thinks he earned his first class seat and that I should have let him have it. I'll ask all of you, am I the asshole? Bro, who fucking cares? It was like a 2-hour flight in a comfier chair. You guys got problems. Get over it. This is not that big of a deal. Dude, honestly, she is my King Solomon instinct, is that obviously on a principle level, she's wrong. He earned the first class ticket by work. Anyway. I don't know if I can if I can read the comments on this one, because I think that I'm going to lose my mind. Because I know people are going to get lost in the damn weeds. People are going to be like, well, he earned it, so technically he should be sitting up there. That's true, but at the same time, the fucking husband should be like, you know what, you're right. Enjoy yours. Giving your wife a first-class ticket it's going to have knock-on effects that are going to make your life better as well. And the knock-on effects are probably going to be better for you than sitting in a more comfortable chair and drinking like 3 bottomless mimosas or something like that. I know that the principle is, she's wrong on principle. But have you never read Diplomacy by Henry Kissinger? Have you listen, dragging out a whiteboard. This is Niccolo Machiavelli. Niccolo Machiavelli wrote a novel in the 15th century called The Prince. With the Prince, he said, never let a good crisis go to waste. And then you don't understand, okay? Okay, sorry, I'm scrolling down here. You're the asshole. His company comped the first class ticket for him. What kind of wife insists her husband give up the ticket while his company... You see, here's the thing. For some reason, we've been raised in this culture to believe that saving money is a moral good and spending money is a moral evil, as if there's some kind of ethical... And then we got it... Get me out of here. Next post. You're the asshole. What kind of wife puts her comfort above that of her husband's? This is not a husband-wife thing. I think a lot of people put their own comfort above the comfort of almost anybody else. A child? Different. A child, sure, your own kid. I think a lot of people put their own comfort above the comfort of someone else. This whiteboard bit is fire? Okay, let's go. You're a hypocrite, and you cheated him out of something he earned and deserved for. Do you realize that we got the fucking... There's like 10 people in the United States of America that are holding everybody else down. You see they got us fighting over the damn scraps. First class flight for 3 hours. Everybody's in here like you cost them a once in a lifetime experience. You see that we're all out here in the rabble, punching each other in the face for just things they're casting off from the high table. Sitting in a slightly more comfortable chair in the sky while they feed you like a meal of sous vide salmon or something like that. Because you know they're not sauteing that shit. There's no open heat on the airplane. Shit is all microwaved in like an aluminum bag back at the terminal. To the men's room arbitration, then I've got to issue a legally binding decision, but still. You're the asshole. I'm surprised you think you're not here. If you're sticking to outdated gender norms of a gentleman who gives up his seat for his lady, then do you also fetch him his slippers and a stiff drink when he gets home wearing your best lipstick? Why is he... Am I losing the ability to read? Am I losing comprehension? Where does he work? He's wearing his wife's lipstick? What's going on here? I'm confused. He's 100% right. He earned that seat. His work gifted him first class because of his work, not yours. The fact that he even agreed to allow you to do this shows what a good person he is. Is that the I wonder if they actually made that post. Am I the asshole for leaving my wife for someone I met on a 2-hour flight to Miami? I think people would be like, you're the asshole. She chose to build her life around you, and then you just go and throw it away for a cheap fling? Oh, but she made me sit and coach. Oh, delete the gym, tan the Facebook, and do your laundry? This one's a little spicy. This one's from earlier. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay my gay son's tuition after he came out to his family? Let's see if my prediction is correct. My son, sister, and her husband are just as religious as my mother-in-law and outed my son to her. Okay, so the family has a narc. They got a snitch. She's livid and called me and informed me she will not be making any future payments towards his tuition and told me to relay the message to him as she will no longer be speaking to him. World's worst grandma in history. Excuse me, Grandma, I believe there's a mug you should be returning to me right now. I'm going to need to go back. I'm going to need to take that mug back to Sears. What's the refund window like? She's livid. Okay, I've told him many times not to come out to his grandma, cousin's aunt, or uncle until he was through with college. I hate that he can't be himself with my husband and I can't afford his college. I don't like my mother-in-law and we'll be going no contact once my other 2 children get their chance to have their tuition paid for as well. For much-needed kitchen renovations. Our oven barely works, our dishwasher doesn't work at all, and the kitchen itself is worn down and outdated. My son is calling me an asshole for prioritizing a remodel over his education. We've explained to him our kitchen is falling apart, it's much needed and is nowhere near the cost of his tuition, so even if we postponed it, we would still be short as his private school is very expensive. I feel like he's an adult and he needs to be the one to deal with the consequences, not us. What the hell are you talking about? The consequences, you're old enough to deal with the consequences of you realizing that your grandma is a homophobe. It's time you take responsibility for your role in this situation. Am I the asshole for not using our family real cases? What we don't say is real judgments, okay? I was stunned. I was so stunned I almost dropped my plate. He was singing it at the top of his lungs, not even looking around or paying attention to how many people staring at us awkwardly. I felt so embarrassed I kept whispering for him to stop, but he ignored me. Of course, my future stepson was hyped and a little too active, which isn't good when we're in a public place. I expected the staff, the manager, anyone involved to stop him, but no one did. In fact, some woman came up to us and offered that she help us take a video recording. I wasn't in it at all. I froze in my seat, looking stunned and a little angry. Like, I understand where she's coming from the perspective of, like, if you're at a semi-fancy restaurant or fancier than that, there's not this kind of situation where people come out and go like, happy birthday. But I denied it and said that it just felt awkward and embarrassing because I've never been in this situation, and also judging from the restaurant we were at. He said his son's mom is sick. He's trying to do all he can to cheer him up, and that all families do that, and no one had an issue except me. And when I tried to explain, he got mad. When I tried to explain why I was mad, he had the audacity to experience the equivalent emotion and said he no longer felt like talking. When I gave him the silent treatment without telling him how I felt in the first place, that was okay. But after he told me how he felt and then he didn't want to talk anymore, that's too far. We haven't been speaking since then. It appears he's still salty about me. Oh, man. He's still salty about me saying what I said and insinuating that I see him and his son as an embarrassment. Am I the asshole? I think he's being too harsh on the whole thing. Would love to know your thoughts on this. Oh, man. She's like, I shouldn't be responsible for these kids. I don't have any, except for this one, but except for my daughter. But my friends and neighbors often drop theirs over for me to watch them, and I love them. Yesterday, my daughter went out with friends and left the electric iron on, and I only found out when my neighbor's kid told me the iron is hot. Okay, that's bad, for sure. That's a bad one. I went off on my daughter when she came back and reminded her that kids like to poke at sockets and the iron could have caused an injury. Besides, it's a fire hazard. She said, okay, sorry. She tried to remember, only to leave it on again this morning. She needs to speak with a neurologist. Your daughter needs medical attention. Accept my judgment, and I'm going to take responsibility for my thoughts, which I'm glad did not become actions. I spoke to my daughter a while ago. I told her how I genuinely feel about her and all this, and she listened. She didn't say much, but she admitted she doesn't really see me as a mother since she knew me as a distant sister first, so she didn't know what to do when my grandparents asked her to come over. She says she's not ready to call me mom yet. She doesn't think she ever will, and she assumed I would expect her to. She's also upset about me having kids over most of the time, and she feels they shouldn't get the right to be so close and clingy to me when she doesn't have that kind of freedom, because, again, I'm more of a sister she sees once in a lifetime to her. This all seems fairly fair. The 16-year, I think there's only one solution. The 16-year-old is now the mom, and the mom is now the dependent. And we're going to let that ride for a little bit. We're going to see how that works out. And if we have to make some adjustments, we can do that, on the fly. Long story short, I realized it's going to be much harder than I ever imagined, but I'll try my best going forth to make her feel loved and welcome. I understand I should keep my boundaries, but in her words, I should stop walking on eggshells around her too, which I will try to. She didn't promise to do the same, but she did promise. Personal favorite is the first class ticket because it's so mundane and yet so real. I agree as well. I think we should play some Rumbleverse. Yeah, I think we should play some Rumbleverse. You're absolutely right. Let's see how the new servers are shaking up. No one said that. I promise not to make up people saying things that I want to say, but I want them to sound like they were an outside idea so that people don't assume that I'm just trying to play whatever I want to play. I promise to stop. You look so handsome today. Oh, thank you. What the heck is that? Chick-fil-A, which it wasn't me, by the way, so don't get on my freaking case. Hold on, I'm re-rolling. And they saw someone watching my video, my Super Auto Pets video on their stream, and then they asked, hey, do you know who Northern Lion is? And they said no, so they just went back and sat in the chair alone. Which is a very funny, if true, very funny situation. Where will we finish? Outside of the top 20. Give me some fresh blood. It should be time for our bot game. We haven't won in like 20 games. How do these people play so many Rumbleverse games? I'm telling you, this is why we got to get back in the damn office, man. Too many people are working from home, not actually working. Oh, I didn't queue. Not actually working from home. Oh, I'm so busy, honey. It's tax season. 2,000 games of Rumbleverse later. I will never go back. I think that's fair. I'm in the office. Like, I'm just built different, though. I think it's a generational thing. I'm gonna lose to the bot? I'm not gonna lose to the bot. Come on. I need your moves. How is your ass alive? Oh my god. I got that at the res. I'm gonna die. No, no, no. No! Oh, crates, crate me, crate. Crates. We love easy dopamine. Exactly. Have you considered doing heroin? No, here's the thing. Isn't that the thing about drugs? Is that they need to nerf them because they're like too good? If they made the drugs worse, people wouldn't get so addicted to them. Me running for prime minister in 2024? We need worse drugs! The problem is the heroin is too good. Hold on, I'm pogging. If you were like 80, would you do heroin? No, no, I don't think so. I might live for like another 10 years after that. I don't think any... I need stamina. Oh my god! Pop it! It's just me and you! Get me out. Are you hiding?
Put your hands together for your winner.
Nice taunt. Still got it. That one, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe it does mean more when you got the dopamine. When you had to work for it. When you're not just handed it. I wouldn't know because that was the easiest win of my life. Choose prediction. We won. You're my number one guy. Number one. The circle's over here too. Crates. Here's what you can do. Watch this. He's insane? Oh my god. Shit. Oh no, 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 no. It was such a miracle that it worked in the first place.
9, 8, 7, 6,
This seems horrible for me. Anything in here? You drop any loot when you died? You can only do it once?